Hello guys and welcome to Unfiltered Ideas Clips channel where you can find short informative clips from a 1 hour long podcast. Let's talk about Indian education system.
Sure.
And let's not take tier 1 colleges. Tier 1 is IIT IIMs. So they have some form of practical learning like presentations and all that things. Let's talk about tier 2 colleges. So if a 18-year-old guy is watching this and he wants to do business moving forward, is pursuing traditional education worth it in today's time?
Pursuing education is always worth it, right? Pursuing a curriculum, whether it's worth it or not, is a personal choice. Right? I will never speak against India because I love India. I'm very patriotic. Okay. I think people are doing the best they can. In terms of proactive measures, in terms of education, in terms of all of these things, to do the best they can in terms of empowering the people. Okay. I think India has come a long way from where we were 5, 10, 15 years ago. So I'm definitely not going to badmouth the current education system. But I believe that if a founder wants to pursue an entrepreneurial journey, there is ample learning in public domain available for him to not only learn the skills he needs to, but excel in all those skills, right? You have things like Y Combinator School, you have such amazing learning channels, right?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Is it okay if a person learns through all other courses and he skips college?
It depends how the person's validated.
Right,
this is a personal choice. I was never validated by a degree. For me, I will be validated the day I know 100 million people are using a product I've created. That's validation for me. So if the other person needs that validity of a degree, and this stems from culture, background, all of these other things, how he grew up, the environments, what he's learned, what his value system is. So this is a personal choice. This is not something that I can either say that there's a right way or a wrong way. But I do believe that even if you're in the wrong way, you can do the right thing.
I think in today's time, going college to get information is not worth it because information is available on internet. Information and all knowledge is commoditized now. There is ChatGPT, there are multiple courses available.
Absolutely.
But college is important to learn soft skills.
I absolutely agree with you there, right? See, I'll tell you also one thing that I pride. So, all my nieces and nephews, I think the entire generation beyond millennials has this whole thought school where education is not the priority. Right? And that's absolutely understandable because if I was in that same age group as well, I would have the same thoughts because there's so much abundance of knowledge base everywhere you look that I would not want to pursue like a curriculum. This is my personal thoughts. So even I have my nephews and my nieces who are, like my kids almost. And some of them don't want to pursue like the traditional route of education. But I've always insisted for them to. Not for the reason that they'll get to learn something. They'll get to learn something every day anyways, right? But I truly believe that a good alumni is everything, right? You have to understand one of the reasons why Harvard, Cambridge, all of these universities actually became as well reputed as they did. It was because in syndication of each other's prowess, they used their network base and grew, right? And that's where the brand got curated from. That's where these things actually built as entities. Like Howard being a Howard student is an entity as opposed to a Howard degree being a separate entity, right? So these are the things. So I feel soft skills come along with that, right? But more important is the power of harnessing networks. I think everybody needs to learn that because
but we are talking about tier 2, tier 3 colleges right now, and that colleges don't have that kind of network.
I think every college has a network, okay? And I think every college, be it even in tier 2, tier 3 cities. So recently I gave a talk in a school in Hyderabad. It's run only for rural people. So it's outside town. next to Peer Jahangir Dargah, somewhere near the airport side. So I went to the school and I spoke to all the students about AI, right? And just in a very fundamental way, I was explaining to them what AI is, because people use AI and it's become like, this new thing, but half the people don't understand what it is, right? So in a very simple way, I told them Sui Dhaga used to be a machine, right? And I told them 100 Sui Dhagas working autonomously became a machine,
Right.
the bigger machine, right? That with a little bit of computation power became intelligent, right? So it became a smart machine. When that intelligence had a certain amount of more computation, it became artificially intelligent, right? When that connected to the internet, it got the resources of multiple LLMs, right? So I was explaining it in very like simple way where kids could
Right,
even
right.
understand. So if a place like this could have a person like me coming, right? I believe it's a proactive duty of the college or the school to make these decisions on who they enroll for the learning process of the people. I don't believe all schools or all education system in tier 2 is wrong.
Yeah.
There are some people and some colleges, some institutions that I've seen that are proactive by saying, by reaching out to people like me on LinkedIn saying, sir, can you give us an hour on Google Meet? And I'm always like, yes,
Right.
absolutely. Who is this for? They're like, sir, we have these students, they don't know the subject matter. I'm like, happy to explain.
Right.
Are there another 50 people who say, nahi, time nahi hai? 100%.
Right.
Right? But you have to find the 50
Yeah.
first, right? And that's kind of the journey of being an entrepreneur or being an educator also, I feel.
Right.
थैंक यू गाइज फॉर वॉचिंग दिस होल क्लिप एंड आई एम श्योर कि आपको इससे कुछ सीखने के लिए मिला होगा एंड फॉर मोर सच इन्फॉर्मेटिव कॉन्टेंट मेक श्योर टू सब्सक्राइब टू आवर चैनल.